are what we call high cash flow industries. And these are really very high, what we call red flag transactions. Now, what this really leads on to really is this whole notion of what we call milkshakes. Now, milkshakes in the industry, in industrial parlors, this really means different things, different places. So, for example, in Jordan, it might be called chocolate money. In China, in Malaysia, it's called tea money. But apparently in Bratislava, it's called milkshakes. You want to offer a bribe, say, okay, can I buy your milkshake, man? And it's like only one McDonald's Bratislava, so that's where you really go to get the deed done. Now, this really is what it's all about. Now, the whole point, if you think about it, is that you want to make the money cool. It's hot money turning to cool money. So how do it? First, it goes from, well, I'm not sure the cool part, but it starts off with kind of hot money, okay? So you put the hot money in, you cool it down. The whole aim is basically make it lame. Make sure the MES doesn't come after you. You have to make the money lame, so it looks as if the money comes from a legitimate source. Now, there's a shark, yes, and I mean, again, I hate to use jargon, but the truth is, sharks are a fairly big source of money. Now, you don't call them sharks all around the world, you can actually call them whales. So for example, in casinos, you have these big whales. And what some people do is pretend to be whales in order to basically launder money. They say, oh, you know what, I got my money from a bunch of casino winnings, and then it's all casino winnings. Now, where do we go from here? The thing about it is that, if you recall back in 2006, Singapore was basically in a bit of a rut. The Financial Action Task Force, FATF for short, basically wanted to put us on the grey list. And basically the whole idea is that, Singapore, you haven't been really quite good with keeping up with anti-money laundering standards. So we want to put together new management. We're going to put on the grey list unless you get your act together. So what do? We put in something called the confiscation of benefits bracket. Confiscation of benefits. Okay. Well, to continue. We have this one anti-money laundering legislation called the corruption, drug trafficking bracket, confiscation of benefits bracket, close bracket, something or the other act, confiscation benefit acts, and it's really the new kid on the block because we really have no idea what the fuck it does, man. Because if you look at Section 39, for example, you have a mandatory obligation to report what we call proceeds of criminal conduct. Now, the point is, we have no fucking clue what it means, we have no idea what it does, and we really have no idea what it is that you guys have to do in the course of your business. So, how do we measure success? Is it by the traditional nuance of basically how many people we can criminalize? Nah, I don't think so. Is it by the traditional measures of how many people we can throw in jail? Nah, I don't think so. The whole idea is simply this. We don't want you to launder money. Now, how do we do that, for example? Well, one possible method is simply to say, one possible method is to basically eliminate such false acrobatic, flexible notions of what is right or wrong in terms of laundering money. Now, for example, if I were to buy an iTunes card on the market for less than the stock value, that's money laundering, and that ain't right. Now, so this sort of actions, this kind of very limber, nuance, no more. Black and white, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. Yeah.